Welcome back to the Later Bloomer, the podcast where we celebrate fabulous lives over 50 or close enough. Today, I'm joined by the dazzling Rachel, a TikTok fashion icon, breast cancer survivor, and beacon of positivity. She's turned her life into the hardest moments into pure inspiration, and she's doing it all in style. Whether she's strutting in a killer outfit, sharing her journey with cancer, or making us laugh with her TikTok lives, Rachel is the real deal. So, hello, Rachel.
Hello, Victoria, and thank you so much for inviting me on with
Oh,
you.
that's okay. I'm loving to have you here, honey. Thank you so much for saying yes.
Pleasure.
So, first of all, let's talk about the your health and wellness. So tell me about that because obviously you're doing a lot with the wellness now.
Yes.
Um, and obviously you are a breast cancer survivor, and that's just amazing. So tell us about all of that and then how you've got into sort of the wellness side of it and the health side of it.
Okay. So 2021, I was diagnosed with breast cancer,
Okay.
um, which was quite an interesting time because obviously it was still COVID times.
COVID.
And it was still those difficulties going to hospitals and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was diagnosed, and it's an absolute whirlwind of stuff that you go through. You're going from one hospital appointment to another, and you're having to make decisions really, really
Mm,
quickly. And it is absolutely mind-blowing time
mm,
for
mm.
anybody who's been through it. I'm sure they'll be nodding along and going, "Yeah, that's."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wanted to find out and discover things that would help me and not scare me.
Mm.
And I came across an absolutely brilliant book all about
Oh,
exercising through cancer.
yeah.
I think it was called Exercise Through Cancer. As we talk, I'll try and remember the name.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
But that
absolutely.
sounds fantastic.
But what it was saying was actually one of the things we should all be advised to do is exercise
Mm,
because it'll help us get through treatments better, whether at
mm,
radiotherapy or even chemotherapy.
mm.
It'll improve our recovery so we recover faster and quicker.
Okay.
It also reduces the risk of your cancer coming back by 50%,
Wow.
which is massive.
Wow. It's massive.
So if you can reduce your risk by 50%, you're going to do it,
Yeah,
aren't
I'm
you?
going to get my husband on a running machine just as soon as I finish this interview.
Do you know what was really interesting was it was saying, I mean, I was very lucky. I didn't have
Mm,
to have chemo. I just had radiotherapy.
mm, mm,
But for people going through chemo, I think it was in Australia, they put
mm.
on a walking machine whilst they're having their infusions. That
Wow.
makes the chemo work more efficiently
That's
than just sitting in
amazing.
a chair. But for me, because I had radiotherapy, it
Yeah.
said you will cope better and you will
Yeah.
not be as tired with radiotherapy. So I didn't take a day off work when I went through all my cancer treatment.
Oh,
My
goodness.
operation on a
That is
Friday,
fantastic.
and I went back to work on a Monday. And all through my radiotherapy, I worked through all of that. And
Oh, Rachel.
it ended up, because my cancer turned out to be slightly different to what they thought at the start,
Yeah,
I ended up with 5 weeks of radiotherapy, which is a long old slog.
it is.
And I worked every day, and every day that I had radiotherapy, and I put it all down to the fact that I'd started
And you
exercising.
were exercising every day?
Yeah, not I was
Doesn't
I
matter.
built up my
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah.
So I probably, like a lot of us during
Mm,
COVID, well, some people during COVID got really fit, didn't they?
mm,
And others of us got really lazy. And
yeah.
because I was ending up working at home because I couldn't
Yeah.
get to the office,
Ah,
my steps reduced drastically, and I didn't realize how much they had reduced drastically.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
started, I started off just by trying to up my steps. So
Mm,
each week I'd have a target to increase my steps until I got up to 10,000 steps a day.
mm-hmm.
And then I'd do things like, as I was working downstairs, making sure I always ran up to go to the toilet upstairs rather than
Fantastic.
downstairs, Lou. So it just started with
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into strength training because strength training, it was also really, really important,
Mm.
not just for cancer survivors, but
Mm.
also for us ladies over 50,
Yeah, absolutely.
because all of our hormones and everything are changing.
Are all over the place.
Bone density is reducing,
Mm.
muscle wastage is happening. So
Mm.
strength training makes a massive, massive difference.
Mm.
I know we're on a podcast, but I've just got amazing muscle definition now.
You
I've never
have.
had before.
It's just absolutely, you radiate like natural mental attitude, and I love it. You know, that positivity with the exercise really does help some. I was literally just talking to, as I said to you earlier, Mel, and from nothing, she's doing 2 marathons, and she is just again thriving.
Well,
You
I've
know,
started adding more and more in. I mean, my weights, I started really small to start with.
yeah, yeah.
It was just like a couple of cans of beans
Mm.
in cupboard.
Yeah,
And you know, that's where you start. And I've never ever been to a gym. I couldn't face going to a gym
no.
because
Most people can't.
it's far too intimidating
So
with
it
a
just shows a couple of tins of beans, you can still do it at home. I've
staff.
got to get
And
onto it.
I just do it at home, and all I do is 15 minutes every day.
Mm. That's
That's it.
incredible. And that's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah. And most people have got 15 minutes in their day.
Well, if you can't find 15 minutes,
Find it.
find it.
So
So yeah,
where does your attitude come from? Have you always been like this?
I think I've always been pretty positive.
Mm.
I think having had my cancer makes you
Mm.
realize you absolutely don't know what's going to come around the corner at you.
Mm.
You don't know
Absolutely.
what, when you wake up tomorrow, you don't know what you're going to be facing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, make the most of every single day.
I agree.
I think I did it in a TikTok, didn't I? You're never ever going to regret things that you did or made mistakes with. You're always going to regret those things that you didn't do.
I love that. I've seen that TikTok and I love it. And I'm so pleased you said it on here.
And it is those things I mean, I changed my life completely
Mm.
after my diagnosis.
Of
I've got
course.
got three boys who are all in their 20s. So they've
Okay.
all flown the nest as well.
Yeah.
And I just thought, what am I doing? Living in my big house in the
Mhm.
countryside, working to pay a mortgage.
Yes.
I could be having so much more fun in my day if I wasn't
Yes.
paying a mortgage.
Yes.
So actually, where do I want to live? So I went, right, I want to live by the seaside. I want
Yes.
to have good transport links to where my boys live. I want to be near an airport. I want to have good train connections. So I had my criteria.
Yeah.
And so,
Didn't do it, did you?
yeah, I sold my house
Love that.
and moved to the beach. I
Love that.
came on my own. I didn't know a soul. I didn't know
Okay.
one person. And it was like, right. I mean, I'm lucky. I've been lucky that I've had a very interesting life. And part of that was being an expat and working abroad for a long
And
time.
you're very confident with that.
I think you have to be.
Yeah.
But I'd also experienced pulling up your big girl pants and
I
going out
say
with
that.
new friends.
I say that.
So I've done that. I came down here. I decided it was either going to be golf or tennis that was going to introduce me to ladies.
Okay.
Because
Love that.
you need a girlfriend network, don't
Yeah,
you?
you do. Yeah, you
Um,
do.
so I took up golf, and I've just met some fabulous people through golf. So
Mm.
that's been really good. Um,
Well done.
Crazily enough, last year I started sea swimming.
Did you? Cold.
Cold is not the word
That's
for it.
that's all that came to my brain.
Very cold. And I've done it all through the winter.
See, we live by the sea as well, and I will not go into the sea unless it is warm in the summer, which is usually about July, August time. Yeah, but I do go into it once it's warmer, and you have to do a particular day when the beach has been. You know, you have to do it at night time when the beach, or whenever the tide's gone in and out. You know,
Right.
you have to do it so it's there warm.
No, I've been doing it when
Do
it's
it
really, really,
cold.
really freezing. Just in my swimming costume.
Oh my God, I love you.
I
That's fantastic.
I did buy some, honestly, it looks incredibly attractive. So you
Mm.
wear a swimsuit and then you've got gloves and
Yeah. Ah,
hilarious. But it makes a real difference. And honestly, it's made me feel really good. I've loved
good.
it.
I bet. Doesn't it give you endorphins or something when you've gone to
Apparently.
the? It's like one of those ice baths, isn't it? My son goes in the ice baths.
Oh, I couldn't do those. They're even colder.
They are, but he goes in them, and I'm just like, you're mental.
Yeah.
You're absolutely mad. But
I
he
did it
does.
with
He
my
does it,
child.
and he says the endorphins are wonderful.
Dolphins are massive. It's meant to be something. Now, let me get this right. It's something like your vagus nerve
Okay.
stimulates. So it gets all your endorphins going, but all your positivity things go. It's a bit like when you sing really loudly in the
Yeah.
car when you're driving along. That has a similar. But yes, it's meant to be really good. Increasing your
Ah.
metabolism effectively.
Yeah.
It's good for your heart.
Yeah. It will be. Yes, they've
Good
said that.
for people who are depressed and are suffering from trauma. So it's meant
Yeah.
to be really positive for your mindset. So yes, it's meant to have lots
Oh
and
my
lots.
God. You know what? I've got to go swimming, haven't I, in the cold weather,
Just
in the
make
middle of winter with gloves on and a swimsuit. I've got to
yeah,
do it.
your sense of achievement when you've done it.
Do you
I
know
mean,
what though?
it's amazing.
You actually get in, okay. Once you're in and you've got past that cold, past your shoulders, it's not too bad, is it? You sort of go numb.
In the winter.
You sort of go numb.
You go numb and your whole body tingles.
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
amazing experience. But
yeah.
yes, so I love doing that. But yes, I think
Well
I've always
done.
been a generally positive person.
Yeah, you are. I love that as well. And do you have bad days? You know, because you're so positive, is there
I
any
do
sort of
have
like,
bad days.
as what sort of that, you know, what sort of attitude then? Do you sort of beat yourself up or
No, I give myself a
good,
talking to.
good, good? I love that.
And I look at positives and I try
Mm.
and go, okay, Rachel, what were three good things that happened yesterday? Or what are three things
Yeah,
that make you happy? Or what
yeah,
are three things that are good? So it's taking that step back and actually going,
yeah,
what are things that are good? Because those good things far outweigh the bad things that
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
And then being quite disciplined and structured in my day.
yeah,
I'm really quite organized.
yeah. So you live
But
for today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. You live for today. Is that right?
yes,
Yeah,
but it's
perfect.
also making sure I've got something planned into every day that I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever have a day when I'm thinking,
What to
I
do?
haven't got anything to do.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. So, look, tell me about your fashion because I've seen your TikToks and you are a little fashion icon. I love it. You look
I,
stunning.
I love clothes. I find clothes really hard to
Yeah,
buy.
because you do the
Um,
TikTok hauls, don't you? Sort of like you're buying from TikTok, aren't you
I
sometimes?
bought a couple of dresses from TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have, and I've bought some gym gear from TikTok, which is
That's it. I saw
it's
that one.
fantastic.
Lovely.
I've just ordered more of it because I it was really, really good value.
Yeah,
And really nice. And a dress I've bought from there. But
yeah.
I I I bought something else. Oh, a waistcoat.
Don't.
Uh,
I keep buying things from there.
and you know,
I'm shocking.
it's too big for me, so I'm a bit
Oh,
gutted.
that's a
I've
shame.
always wanted a waistcoat. To
Yeah,
be honest, I find it really hard to buy clothes
because you're so tiny.
because I'm under 5 foot tall.
Yeah, my mum was actually.
Was
Yeah,
she?
yeah, she was 5 foot. Well, she was under 5 foot, but kept saying, I'm 5 foot. And they were like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
So I'm short and I'm not very big. So
Right.
and I think clothes
Everything's long.
long and big. So clothes
Mm.
sizes, I think, over the years have got bigger.
Mm.
So you'll laugh. I've got a pair of shorts that I bought in the 1980s from Marks
Okay.
and Spencer's. So a
Yeah.
lot of my clothes are really old,
Yeah. Love it. They're all
but
come back into fashion anyway.
one day they will. But these
They do.
really nice.
The 80s shoulder pads. Look at
I
that.
know,
That's
aren't
all
they?
coming back.
But these shorts
Mm,
are a size 10 and they fit me perfectly now.
yeah.
Now, if I have to buy clothes now, I
Yeah.
have to buy a size 4 or a size,
Really?
and some size 6s are too big for me.
That's incredible, isn't it?
So
That's so weird.
either it shrunk huge, either these shorts have shrunk hugely in the wash, which I don't think
Or,
they
yeah,
have, or ladies have changed shape,
yeah,
possibly
yeah, maybe,
over the years.
maybe.
I don't know.
That's that, yeah. That's really, I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know.
So it's interesting. But yes, I do love clothes.
I just had big clothes.
I've just started.
I have. I've
Oh,
just had big clothes for so many years. I don't know what it remembers to be what a size 10 because I used to be for the whole of my life to size 10. It was only when I started taking medications that put the weight on. Yeah.
yeah.
Then I ate and ate and ate, and of course your stomach gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and before you know it, you're 27 and a half stone. That was me.
Were you?
Yeah, yeah, Rachel, that's how I got. Yeah. So I lost the 11 stone, and I've just got to keep going now. I've got another 6 stone to go.
Yes.
But there you go,
And
I'll do it. Hey ho.
yeah, have you set targets to do it?
Yeah, I have. I actually am doing the Wegovy
Oh,
starting from a
you?
couple of weeks. I will do, yeah, the injections. And if I don't, somebody's just talked about these gummies, so I might do something like that.
Oh, I've seen those as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those in America.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And
So
I think,
actually, it's funny because another over 50s lady that I'm talking to, Nanette, you'll hear her story on the podcast as well. She's actually, before we were talking and after, I went, really? I'll have some of those. So I'm waiting for those to come through the post.
excellent.
Just got
But
to
as
give
well,
anything
it's
a
looking
go.
at, you've probably found it as well as we get older,
Mm,
what we eat has to change.
it does.
So we really need protein
Yes.
for our
Well,
muscles and our bones. And
yeah.
actually, protein's really good for filling you up,
It is.
more so than carbohydrate.
That's how I've lived my life since I went and had the surgery. You
Is
have
it?
to have protein, you have to have vitamins,
Yes.
protein, protein, protein. As you say, it fills you up. And whenever I eat protein, if I have like a roast, I can't eat anything else. I eat the chicken and I can't do anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I'm big on fruit and veg.
Mm,
I eat very little carbohydrate. It's probably
right.
not the most healthy diet,
Yeah.
but it
Perfect.
works for me at my age. And I think, I'm no dietitian, so but I think it's
But you
reasonable.
do what's good for you, and that's what I feel for me as well. You just do what you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But protein for me, yeah, all day long. Recommend it to every protein diet. Yeah. So you mentioned your 3 boys.
yes.
Okay. How old are they?
27, 23, and 21.
Okay. So I've got 28, 27, and 24.
Boys,
So I've got 2 girls at the top and 1 boy at the bottom who's very spoiled by the girls and us. They love their little brother.
do they? Oh,
Oh,
fabulous. But
goodness,
then
yeah.
I love them now because they've gone past that horrible grunty
Yes,
teenage phase.
yes.
And once they get into their
Got
20s,
the adult conversation.
they'll talk to you and they realize
Yeah.
that you aren't as stupid as they thought when they were in their
And we
teens.
feel they're not as stupid as we thought because they actually come out with really good advice. And you're like, oh, does that just come out of your mouth? Oh, that's really good. I might do that. It's true,
And
though, isn't it?
it is true, and it's lovely. Now they
It's
don't
lovely.
live with me, but they
Mm.
come and stay and spend a weekend with
My
me.
2 girls don't live with me, but my boy's still with us.
Right.
Yeah,
When they
yeah.
come and stay for a weekend, you have such a lovely time and a quality time.
Quality.
Spend really good time having conversation
Hmm.
and yeah, it's fabulous.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm the same as you. And
You
are you
know,
married or anything?
no, I've never done the marriage thing.
Never done the
My
marriage.
dad,
Have you got a partner?
not at the moment, no.
So are you dating? This is what I'm getting to.
No,
How's the love life?
non-existent at the moment.
You're just
I
concentrating
I
on
had
you and
yes, but I'm at the stage I would like the love life now.
do you?
I'm ready to. There's just
Something.
there's just something about sharing bits of your day with somebody, or
It
when
is.
something happens, whether it's nice or whether it's horrid,
Yep.
just somebody other that it's just nice to share things.
Yeah, I think just a companion that, best friend even, that you just literally, as you say, that time at night time and you're just sitting there, I don't know, after watching a program and going, oh, that was good, and talk about
Yeah,
your day, something like that. I
yeah,
just think it's nice, now and
and
again. And I would say go for it. Because
yeah,
there's,
and
there's a lot of people looking now, but don't do it on TikTok. God, they all come, isn't it
oh,
awful?
yep,
It's awful.
yep.
All the women are saying that, and I'm saying it's credible. Like all these youngsters coming to us, going, "Ugh, hi, darling, hi, beautiful," and you're like, "Oh, block, delete."
Oh, me too. But
Mm,
you do laugh. There's some of them that are writing these interesting messages. Let's just
yes.
their profile pictures of them and their wife on their wedding day, and you think,
Oh, done that as well.
is
Got
that
that.
your wife?
Yeah, got
No, what you
those.
were saying.
Yeah, but I got the messages. I get messages like that as well, from married men and things like that. I get everything. I get a whole array of these different things, whether it's asking for money, giving you money.
Oh, I've not
One
had
guy
any of
just
those
wouldn't get
yet.
off the fact that, do I want fur? And I'm going, no, don't like fur. Goodbye. And he was like, kept coming back, going, why don't you want fur? I give you fur. I give you fur. And you're like, what is wrong with you? No, go away. Block, delete, block, delete. And they find a way to come back. It's weird, isn't it?
They are
I
funny.
mean, I would not be able to have the guts to go, or gall, to go to some guy and go, hello, darling. Hello, darling.
For me, absolutely more me.
So what the
Although I would
gall
say,
that they have.
even though some of the messages are a bit fruity,
Yeah, very
polite way of
fruity.
saying
You're
it, isn't it?
polite.
Um, I don't. You hear about the toxicity, don't you? Of
Mm,
yeah, and I have to say I've not experienced any of that.
no, I haven't. And I think, okay, there's messages and silliness and things like that you can laugh at. But there are other ways to meet people and the nice ways. I mean, sometimes I do just get, nice messages and you think, oh, that's pleasant. But obviously I'm married and things like that. So I'm just like, yeah, pleasant, goodbye. And I hear from other ladies over 50 that are dating, are looking, are doing the sort of like a meeting in a bar and things like that. It's going
Yeah.
quite well. It's going quite well for them. But you might meet somebody at the golf club and things like that in the golf house,
Oh, I'm
golf
yes,
club house.
yeah, and I do a lot of business networking and stuff.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I if it happens, it happens. If it
I
doesn't,
say that.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I hope it does though.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on a dating app.
No, it's for some people, it's not for others.
No,
I don't think I could. I'd be too shy to go and meet them in a bar. I'd be
um,
really worried. I'd have to bring my daughter and say, like, come with me.
yeah,
Or a friend, come with me. Because when I hear these ladies, like, oh, yeah, I just got in the bar, met him, and blah, blah, blah. It was fine. We had a nice meal, blah, blah. And I'm like, couldn't do that. I just couldn't do that. But it's funny, isn't it?
it is
It's
funny.
horses for courses. Of course it is.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, I've
Yeah.
got friends who've met their husbands on dating sites.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I've got
you know,
friends
it
that
works.
have. Yeah, I have. I've got two friends that have.
Mm.
Yeah, and they're happily married and gone on, and yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's nice. I like those sort of stories. I
And
like any positive stories. I like business stories where people have started a business, young or old, and it's gone really well, successful and thriving. I love those stories. I love
yeah,
anything positive. And
yeah.
I'm very positive in myself. I went through a depressive state through my illness before tablets, and yeah, I was still positive. The kids used to come to me and go, I don't, whether it was the kids or maybe not to my husband so much because it was like take it out on somebody you love. But the kids used to come to me and go, Mummy, something's wrong. And I go, right, well, you could do this, you could do that. And what about doing this? And so positive, even
Yeah,
in that state. It's funny, isn't it?
isn't it?
Just with the children.
Yes, you must.
Everybody else, I sort of like pushed away, but the kids, I was like, no, you can do this. Come and sit on my lap, come and have a cuddle. I was all like that. It's funny, isn't it?
Yes,
It's natural, isn't it? It's a maternal instinct,
I
I
think
think.
so. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So you're buying all these bits from TikTok.
Yes.
And as I say, the fashion icon, I love all your fashion. I
Thank you.
really do. Yeah, yeah. So I was going to say to you,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on.
No,
I
it's been
really,
fun.
really appreciate it.
It's been
Yeah.
fun.
I just love your attitude. I love the positivity. I like the exercise, like coming through like a phoenix. I just love it all. Yeah. It's true though,
Brilliant.
isn't it?
Yes, it is. Thank you. And I
Yeah.
think as we said at the start before we came on air,
Mm.
actually, us over 50s have got such a lot to give,
We
and we've
have.
got such a lot of energy and
Yes.
positivity and
We're
oomph,
not.
and
Yeah,
we
we
need really
have.
be getting it out there and
Flair.
spreading it.
We have flair.
We have flair.
We definitely do. And yeah, like we were saying, don't write us off too soon. I've got more bubbly, I've got more silly. I'm not bothered about anything too much. As I said to
That's
you, like
it.
all these messages to TikTok, I would have sort of like before. I'm really not bothered. I have a laugh and with
Yeah,
other
me too.
people and say, oh, guess what message I got today? Um, we have a laugh about it. But
Yeah.
and other things don't really bother me anymore that like they used to.
No,
It's
no,
funny,
me
isn't
too.
it? It's just like
Yeah.
suddenly now. How did you get through the menopause? Was that okay? Did your
I was really lucky,
I
actually.
was.
I didn't have any symptoms at all.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
hooray, periods have
yeah,
finished.
yeah, that's me.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was me. That was exactly me. I had hot flushes.
I didn't even get those.
Yeah, I just got a few hot flushes and that was it. But I did go on HRT.
Ah,
Yeah,
right. See,
I
I
did
didn't.
eventually go on HRT. Didn't at the beginning, but I did towards the end because I said, "Oh, this is this and that's that," and she said, "Oh, well, I'll give you some like medicine for that and da da da." And I've been fine on that as well. But I was taken off it before my knee operation. I've just had a knee operation, and I did miss it. I did notice the hot flushes coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there, c'est la vie. It works for me, doesn't
Yeah.
work for others, and you're
No,
just
well, I
like, thank
can't.
goodness you didn't
My
go through it.
my breast cancer is hormone receptive, so I have to
Mm,
take tablets that effectively stop production of any of those hormones.
right.
So I've been really lucky.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
not had any side
You,
effects really.
it's amazing. It's amazing. How's was your side effects with the radio? Any side effects for that?
No,
No, see, my husband's going through chemo. I think he's tired, but he's not sick or anything.
no.
Yeah,
Good
very
for
lucky.
he,
Yeah,
he is lucky. Yeah, I did. Yes, I said I had my 5 weeks, but because I dodged chemo, I was really scared about chemo.
yeah, yeah.
Um, especially breast cancer chemo, because you 100% will lose your hair with
Yes, he might the
chemo.
next stage with his stem cell.
And do you know, I was more scared about having chemo and losing my hair than
Mm.
I was about losing a boob because you can hide
Yes.
that, can't you? But you can't hide your hair.
Yeah, my friend said
Um,
that.
but luckily enough, I didn't need to have chemo. So
Mm.
when I'd finished my radiotherapy, because that was like the end of all my
Mm.
treatment, um, I went to the hairdresser and I had all my hair cut off and I donated it to a charity that makes wigs for
Oh, well
lost their hair.
done.
So, and that just made me think, oh, something really good's come out.
Positive has come out of that. I love that. Oh, I just thought of something to say and I've forgotten what to say. I've forgotten it. Hopefully it'll come back to me. But I just think, oh, you're really positive through that as well. I love that. You're just so wonderful.
Thank
Because
you.
I'm so positive, I just love that positive, when I find it in somebody else. I
Yes.
just think it's so lovely.
Well, I think you bat off each other, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, look, Rachel, thank you for showing us how live and loud and how love and deeply and dressing fabulous that you are. No
Thank
matter what life throws at you, you are positive, and I love that. For everyone listening, go follow Rachel on TikTok. Grab her top pics from the shop, of course, and soak up some of that glow she gives you off so naturally, don't you? This
thank
is the
you.
later bloomer. Until next time, stay bold, stay blooming, and never let age define your shine.